they're not. Super with the threat and OnlyFans putting on the next round of the
Everyone, if you hate snakes, then this snake will end it here for double kill points for Kyrie on the back of this fight. Cancels back and forth.
Welcome back. Now we've drawn the attention away from the game to the break, and it's time to draw it back to this following series, the grand final of University Esports UK and Ireland Rocket League. Orion, you looked like you were about to make a point about the series, and then I had to cut you off for the break. So what was that?
It's the fact that I don't know what way this series is going to go, because the last time that I was in this position, I was sat with Orksy on the mic on the other end, and we both went, yeah, it's going to be 4-0. There's nothing anyone can say about it that makes us think otherwise. And then Roehampton Black went and won it, didn't they? They went and won the first series and reset the bracket. How did that happen?
I still don't know.
In
the admin room.
Yeah, I still don't know how that happened. But history could repeat itself, is what I am thinking now, because Roehampton Esports Black are an exceptionally capable team, and they have just demolished another exceptionally capable team in UOB Bottlers, who sadly have bottled that lower bracket final, but they put it in their name, so I guess we can give it to them. But these guys are probably all in the same room. They're all friends. They probably see each other at least twice a week because of playing NSE and Newell. So the competition's going to be fierce, but is it also going to be a bit friendly? Maybe?
You'd think, right? And you can't be shouting curse words across the room while they're right there. Even if temptations are after just like air triple bumps you to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there should be some camaraderie, but I think when it comes to the pitch, both sets of players know the likely outcome, but are both chasing down that cash prize at the end of the day.
It is the expected team, by the way, for Roehampton Gold. That is Risen, Stat, and Aero. So they will be going up against JSW, not Yotam, Neoquan, and
DJ.
I literally have the names in front of me. DJ, yeah. What am I saying? We've literally just seen them play. I have the memory of a goldfish, Talia. So don't ever ask me to remember anything on stream, because I will forget. Okay, let's do some predictions then. First series. Do you think Gold take it, or do you think Black take it?
I think Gold take it. I think they
no
actually take
reset
it this time. But I think with JSW subbing in, I don't know what to think quite so much of the roster. They did just demolish Birmingham.
JSW looked good though. Like,
yeah,
we can't talk about him as a downgrade. Like, he was pretty much on par with how we expect.
Compared to Mr. Yotampton himself, I think we can. But like, that's not a discredit to GSW at all. Because Yotam is a very good player who could easily play for that Gold team if called up. But yeah, to sort of spin that around back to what you were actually asking, I think it'll be 2-4 in favour of the Gold team. I see Black putting up numbers, but I don't see them taking a series. But Roehampton Gold being a little colder coming into this might be impactful. We'll see how that plays out in a few minutes' time.
Right. Well, I said Gold 4-0 last time. This time I say Black 4-2 first series, and I say we go to a bracket reset. I think Gold champions overall, but I was surprised last time, and I want to set my expectations high and not be surprised this time, if that makes sense.
Sure, you do you, buddy.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm doing it. I say Black take games 1 and 2, Gold take games 3 and 4, and Black take games 5 and 6.
I mean, when you frame it like that, it seems possible, but I'm just dismissing the possibility. That seems stupid. Was that a fake kickoff? I think That was initially a fake kickoff from Stat, just going straight for the mid boost. That was very weird, and it ended up working out pretty well for them, I think.
Do the cool kids call that a Spanish? Am I getting that right?
I'm not sure. I thought a Spanish was where you bumped the leading... You have the second man bump the leading person into the ball, and it was a thing they did
clearly
in
I'm not
ones,
a cool kid then.
Twos, but...
Don't know the lingo.
Bizarre to do that on the opening as well. It's normally something you only expect to see once teams are looking a bit desperate, but maybe that was the call they made to do. While JSW wasn't listening in, I guess, because JSW coaches both of these teams and is subbing in for Black.
Yeah, I think we've got is it Freecant coaching Gold at the moment? I saw him join as a spectator.
I wasn't aware, but if so, that's certainly a decent coaching option.
Well, first real chance for Roehampton Gold there, and a huge miss from Stat. Risen into the air, but isn't going to get back to that one. Neo Kwan caught in possession, and Risen tucks it into the left-hand corner. First blood to Roehampton Gold, and Roehampton Black there on defense. We're just caught sleeping a bit. Neo Kwan, I think, was just trying to keep it close and catch it, but didn't have the boost, the loose touch, and it was Risen jumping, pouncing on it, and getting the accurate shot to that bottom left-hand corner.
Let's see, Risen diving in again, looking for follow-up, but not going to find it. It's Aero to bail out his teammate here. The ball rolling around the midfield. Aero looking to cut off DJ with a cheeky backwards touch, but DJ is going to find a flip reset to put the pressure back onto this Gold team, who are playing in the very not Gold colour, but you know, that's a consideration for later. I only clocked this in the last minute or so. Aero now turning onto this ball, looking for a touch, and that was going to get dangerously near to the Roehampton Gold net. Roehampton Black not looking so sorry at all here early on. We'll see if that resolve will continue going into the later portions of this game. It's certainly persisting for this sequence of play. The ball dropping down into the box, but not going to find the back of the net there.
Good offense being generated by Ro Black. As Neo Kwan takes it forward, gets a nice flip reset touch into the midfield, beats Stat as well. Beautiful mechanics on display from Neo Kwan to put his team level.
That's honestly staggering. Like that's a huge flip reset. And the distance on that as well. It was like nuts to try and get back onto that. I am, however, saying in the back of my mind, please not again. Not only because I don't want to look like a total fool when you're right with that 4-2 prediction, but
hey,
like
that's
we know Rogue Gold are hands down one of the best rosters, not only in the UK, but okay, no, let's not kid ourselves. They are the best roster in the UK. They're the only team. Well, no, they're on for the quadruple. They're on for the domestic quadruple this year. No team has achieved it previously, and they're on for it as long as they win here and they win at Insomnia next week. And they should really be winning these out. But as like you said, there's always that doubt, and Stat playing down one a little high. You know, the shooting accuracy not perfect early on in this series here, and coming in a little cold might be causing them some issues.
Yeah, they do look a little bit cold, as you say, Ro Black feeling confident, and they did warm up as that series against Birmingham went on. They got better and better as Birmingham started to fall off, so they will be confident. And I mean, realistically, they've got nothing to lose. Like they're playing their team, not teammates essentially. Their course mates, I guess you would call it, their university counterparts. So for Ro Black, you know, this is essentially as best as they could hope to do. Anything beyond this is a bonus. Whereas for Ro Gold, as you say, the domestic quadruple, unheard of, everything is on the line for them. Okay? And the pressure might get to them again, as it has done in previous Newell tournaments.
I'm trying to think who's got closest previously now. So there's only been so many seasons where both NSE and University Esports have run Rocket League events.
Probably Loughborough,
and four, no less. Loughborough got the triple. They missed NSE in spring 21.
Yeah.
I feel like Portsmouth have been close.
Yeah,
So
possibly a
I
triple
read-
from both
if-
Portsmouth and Loughborough, but never the quadruple.
It's funny, we always used to say, six
Oh
players
my
played
God.
Rocket League for 5 minutes.
Woo-hoo!
It was
Did
so
you
close.
see that shot? That was
They're so
unreal.
much better at
Sorry.
following up their first touches as well than they were back then as well. Like, yeah, okay, JSW, Roehampton Black, 17 seconds left in game number 1. Our lead, what? They're in Orion, help.
The prophecy, the prophecy is coming
This
true,
wasn't the
Talia. It
This
was
wasn't in the
always the
contract.
plan. It was always the plan. Last season is coming back to haunt Row Gold. I mean, it's only game 1, but they're losing, and they don't do that very often. Unless Risen into the air. Nice touch from DJ over the top. 5 seconds for Row Gold to get back into it, but there's no one there for the touch. Double miss. Aero surely sinks this one onto the backboard. Risen drops it down, but it's down in front of goal. Roehampton Black against their adversaries. 1-0 up in the series.
So they'd play that ball down, and then there was a double commit from Roe Black, which really didn't get the ball moving anywhere. They sent someone into the net to demo the now non-existent third man because of that double commit. They set the ball up off the backboard, and then the ball isn't high enough on the follow-up shot. It's not what you want to see. It's definitely not like the top tippity top of this quality. But Roe Black. I think I made the point right before JSW did it as well. They're so much better at carrying the ball and staying close to it than they were back in that 2020-21 season when Loughborough got the triple. And it's really showing here. I think you put any of the teams we've seen tonight back into those situations a couple of seasons back, and they win it hands down very easily. Even when we had that kind of Big Five era, frankly. But alas, we have another game. Roehampton Gold, surely looking to avenge just the horrifying, like, I don't even know. They didn't even play badly. It just seemed like at the moments where it mattered, they weren't able to fit the ball into the back of the net, and Roehampton Black just popped the heck off.
They're doing it again. Game 2. Quant with a beautiful save there has been MVP on defense for Roe Black so far. That one does go over the top from Stat. JSW might be able to land on this one. Can't quite get there. Scrambling on defense. DJ gets back to this one, just keeping it in the corner. Nice little wave dash onto the wall and gets it past, but Aero following up. Bit boost starved now are Roe Black, but Con with a nice air dribble. Flip reset as well into the wave dash, looking for DJ in the midfield, who doesn't go for it. Stat gives away possession. Nice shot, top corner, saved by Risen. But once again, Roe Black asking the questions, just forcing Roe Gold to play a game that they don't necessarily want to play. But there, as you say, is the answer. Cross court from Aero, finds his teammate, and DJ, rabbit in the headlights, couldn't make his car wide enough to save it.
Almost did, to be fair, though. They needed a lot of speed on that to just prevent DJ having the opportunity to react to it, really. Because they were already rolling in the right direction, it looked like, by the time the ball got to them, and Risen being there really quite critical. And I think Aero maybe slightly pinching it by landing it on top of Risen's car. Of course, not the first time we've seen Roehampton Gold with a lead and then bottle it. Definitely not the first time tonight we've seen the opposing team get a lead against Roehampton Black and bottle it. And we'll see if Roehampton Black are able to come back into the series. Risen, though, trying to prevent that, playing it low, can't get around JSW, though. And we'll see Roehampton Black now try to transition this back onto offense.
Nice touch from Aero, trying to set up a teammate, and a double commit forced from Roe Gold. Risen still in possession. Can he drop this one down for a teammate? Never mind, a teammate went for goal himself, and off the inside of the post. Roe Black looking very star for boost right now. Nice little fake there from DJ. JSW coming through, taking control, recognizing that he has the space. Here is Neoquan, bit of a misread. Aero doesn't get the touch either, though. Neoquan still on that side wall. He's going to get beaten to it by Risen, who might actually get back to it here. Nice shot as well, with the slight air dribble, but didn't have the boost or the legs to keep it going.
Arrow now, trying to feed this one out to teammate on the sidewall, but going to be cut off by this Road Black counter offense. DJ looking for a dangerous flick, but it's going to go quite a long way wide, if we're being honest. But it's scaring me. I'm sure it's scaring Road Gold as well. We've seen they've messed up before when Road Black show flashes of brilliance and really get those mechanics working nicely together. But we're going to need to find at least one goal, if not two, if we're going to win out this game. The ball still careering a little loosely around the net at the minute. Arrow, though, the pop out to Stat, the bottom left corner blocked up by Neoquan.
Yep, great placement on the shot, but the defense was wise to it. Managed to get the save. Real stalemate at the moment between these two sides. That early goal, the only thing separating them. Stat, though, bit of a miss. DJ in receipt of possession, but it's an overcommit from Road Black. Surely it goes in, and DJ wrong-footed by it. You could have said that he might have had the save had he been wise to what was actually happening. But
I think Risen
there,
being Risen such a good
being
fake.
There, yeah. Decent fake, and 2 goals for Road Black. So I think my prediction is currently, for Road Gold, my prediction is in tatters. But it's not over yet. It's definitely a competitive series. It's not the washout that some people would have predicted, or that I perhaps predicted in the grand final last season.
All right, ball bouncing down off for seeing DJ with a loose touch, second touch potentially coming through, but it's only Neoquan, the third man, diving in, a risky play, but it's going to pay off for Roehampton Black there, committing the final player, risking a huge counter-attack, but it was exactly enough. An Arrow flying in a little too fast is going to open the door to Roehampton Esports Black comeback here, Orion.
Yep, they've got nothing to lose at this point. 2 goals down, you've got to send everything and the kitchen sink, so that's exactly what they've done. It's a nice little fake kickoff again, working beautifully for Road Gold. They're not going to get the goal from it, though, as Neoquan lands on this one. Here comes DJ up with him, looking for a bump, but ball does not go central. Counter-attack here, Stat deleted from the pitch. And here is Risen trying to send the play forward. Nice 50, gets it over the next one, but demoed by DJ. Who's going to clear this one long. Risen up quickly, though. Neoquan. Nice little wave dash to catch the ball there. But being forced back and penned into their own half right now are Road Black. As it hangs on the midfield line, Neoquan not going to be able to pick this one up, but fakes out the player on the wall, and it somehow works out for him. Arrow now with a pinch past JSW, takes the boost away as well. And the bumps coming through did get Neoquan, but DJ was there at the front post. 20 seconds left for Road Black to score. Time running out, Talia.
Yeah, really not much on the clock at all. 10 seconds here, 1 goal required, so it's going to be costable right until the ball touches the ground. And the timer reads 0. Risen, though, looking to stop this. The doink is going to force a touch from JSW to keep this one high. Stat now surely trying to kill this. It's off the ceiling, kept up by Neoquan, though. A follow-up touch, maybe a reset to keep pushing this forward, but Risen is going to tip this one over everyone's heads, and it's going to land comfortably in the Roehampton Black box. A 1-all series now. It's not what you prophesized, Orion. Are you feeling a little nervous in that yet?
No. Road Black have shown that they're here to play. I mean, looking at the stats on this one, Road Gold did outshoot Roehampton Black by a total of 11 shots to 3, which does not bode well. It shows that Roehampton Gold have now fully woken up, dusted their eyes, and they are here to play. But I don't know. I just continuously doubted Road Black for the grand final in winter. And I felt like an idiot afterwards because they went on and won that 4-2. Admittedly, sure, Road Gold were the eventual champions, but it's a bracket reset. Anything can happen. Road Gold, even if they lose this series, that they've still got that cushion. So, it's not do or die. Whereas for Road Black, it is, and I think that maybe that's what kind of made them play that bit better in the winter final. Just knowing that it's like, okay, this is it. This is all we've got. Or we're going home. Whereas Road Gold were like, we can lose first series. It's chill. Warm-up game,
And you really don't want to get into that mentality of, oh, it's just one game, just one series, whatever, because all of a sudden it's going to matter. It's going to be the game which decides who wins the tournament. And I don't know if this is determining any places in the last chance qualifier for UEM, but if either of these teams need it, well, they really need to start putting up numbers. And Roehampton Esports Black surely chasing that one down as quick as they can as they fire that ball into the top left corner.
I am pretty sure, going from how last year was, that it is top 2 that qualify for UEM. Do not quote me on that. I may be wrong, as my memory is usually pretty horrendous, but that is what springs to mind. So, more than likely, both Roehampton teams will feature.
Peter, help us out. What's the stat? Yeah, because I could have sworn it was Winter, but did it? Oh, okay, round to gold. Almost with a flip reset to put it in, but Aero, get a clean up. 30 seconds gone. We were 2 goals in already. Very nice.
Though. What is that? That's such a shame it went in. That was save of the series from Neoquan.
That little carball sandwich between Neoquan, the ball, and the woodwork there. And that was very almost a follow-up as well coming through. The ball just trickling along the goal line there for Roehampton Esports Gold. Stat now, looking for a follow-up. It's going to bounce off the corner. Weak touch is going to lead this one for DJ though, and Roehampton Gold are going to have to work this one back from their back lines.
Arrow though, looking for the clear, being demoed off the field. Neoquan moving into that third man role, trying to back his team up, but a bit too slow to that one. Risen towards Stat in the middle, but DJ does get there. Here's Aero into the air. Can't get back to it though. Neoquan with a nice little pre-jump there. Tries to drop it to JSW. They left themselves open at the back, and Risen can get there in front of the retreating defender and make it 2-1 to Roehampton Gold.
And back to normal scheduling now then, huh?
So it would seem.
They can't see it, but I'm doing my smug face.
I was doing my smug face for most of game 1, to be fair, so you are well within your right to have your smug face on right now. But it's not over. It's not over yet. I might even, for just pure copium, go and look up the games of the previous grand final to see how it went down.
That's if I added them to the Wikipedia, or Matty. Probably more likely Matty.
I think you did. I got some stats from there before. I'm going to go and look it up. You keep talking for a minute.
Okay, I'll give the UK University Rocket League editing Wikipedia capabilities a small boost in my mind then. This ball still bouncing around the Roehampton black box though. I know Dan said there was time. I'm starting to feel less than confident. It's a tap out for Risen. Can it be driven through? It can. DJ, not enough forward momentum to try and push this one away and out of the net. This 2-goal lead now. I think the most anyone who's had so far in this series, surely you would think going to be unassailable. Okay,
I've checked the stats, and unfortunately, the games weren't actually put in. Either way...
Oh, for both of us then.
I blame you.
What do you mean?
Well, the games weren't put in the order that they were won in. It's just the score. Like, you said you edited it. Like, come on, slacking.
I think it was Matty. Just check the history. Check the page history. I'm not having any of this slander right now. Aero, though, looking to make his mark in this series, though, without letting it go to a bracket reset. Another shot trickling towards net, blocked out by DJ, though, but Risen just going to catch it on the sidewall here. That's really the thing that's setting them apart, actually, I think, is the aerial defence. We've seen Roehampton Black have absolutely no problem doing these mammoth air dribbles across the pitch, and when they work out, they look absolutely spectacular, and it's what got them game number 1. But Roehampton Gold are able to fly up in those more awkward spots and get an important block. Neoquan blocking players on the Roehampton Gold side from getting to that ball at all, though. The last-minute save coming through to prevent that from trickling into the back of the Roe Gold net, though.
It's JSW with an air dribble of his own. Nice little flick on there, but blocked away by Stat. Into the middle for Neoquan. Aero, wrong side of the ball from the offside position there. Surprising the oncoming offense from Black. Here's Aero taking the skies, looking for the double, gets it off the crossbar. Stat is there for the follow-up, but can't make good of it. JSW picks up that 100 boost as well. He's into the midfield, but can't make contact. The defense wasn't ready for a shot there, so it wasn't a guarantee. His Stat just plays it slow, forces Neoquan to use some boost there. Aero, nice big clear, but does give away possession. Not going to get onto this one. Instead, steals away that boost in the corner, trying to starve his opponents for when they're inevitably put back onto defense. 1 minute left here for Black, and it's not looking great. Roehampton Esports Gold are definitely warming up as the series is going on, and I wouldn't say that Black are cooling down, but they're just not able to match the pace and the intensity of their opponents here.
Well, they are starting to go for some demo play, so it's certainly getting more intense. DJ now with a pass out to JSW into the corner. Stat, weak touch out, but seemingly no follow-up from the Roehampton Black side means that Roehampton Gold are going to buy themselves yet more time here in the dying seconds of game number 3. DJ trying to change that, trying to find a second, I'm sure, but opts for the boost instead. Maybe that hesitation, what costs Roehampton Black this sequence of play, though. 4-1. That's the game. Let's be real, Ryan. That's 2-1 Roe Gold.
Yep.
Cool.
That is 2-1.
You still confident?
I mean, no. Not in my prediction, because at this point, Black would have to win 3 in a row. Can't see that happening. I could see them getting another game. Your 4-2 looks very good right now, I'm not going to lie. And I'm not salty about it, I promise. Yeah, that does look to be the way things are going. Equally, I could see Roe Gold just taking the next 2 and putting it to bed. Like, they swept Black 4-0 in the upper bracket, so Black have already done better than... guys?
The kickoff doesn't even matter. The game was dead. You didn't have to go for the mind games. Bro, come on.
I thought they were own-goaling for a second there. It definitely looked like it. But yeah, to finish my point off there, Black have already done better than they did before in that upper bracket, winning that 1 game. But, I mean, I will remind you, they did beat Roe Gold in the Swiss stage. The first time that Roe Gold have ever lost a series in Neo Swiss, possibly in all domestic competitions. I don't think that is right. I think that stat is wrong, but definitely in Neo, it's the first series that they've dropped. So, is it over? That is the question right now. Is it over?
I don't think it's over. I see Roe Black definitely like forcing an overtime or maybe even taking a game. I just don't think they can win the series. I think I'm in the same boat as you now, as opposed to 20 minutes ago when you made that harebrained prediction. But yeah, that's roughly where we're at, really. Yeah. Where we're really at, though, is DFH Stadium once again, though. It's game number 4. This ball popping up nicely. Not for Risen. Wisely, I think, bailing out of that one as Neoquan looks to infield that onto someone else's bonnet. Risen, though, did get that catch, though. Played it all the way down the pitch, and that's where the ball found itself before Neoquan is just going to play ping-pong with it. Send it back to the other corner. Let's keep doing it. Oh, my... Okay. Aero just kind of, I think, wanted this first touch here, didn't get it, has to use a lot of boost to chase this down, rolls back, just plays the ball straight into Neoquan. It's very weak, and so it pings into the top of the net. And that's a Roe Black lead. How are you feeling over there?
Well, I mean, third man there was demoed as well, so it was a really good play from Roe Black there, capitalising on that mistouch from Aero, who, try as he might, couldn't keep the ball out, as we see him once again here on defence with a pre-jumping DJ. Aero, maybe looking for an air dribble bump, was definitely barreling towards Neoquan's car there. JSW, wait, open net, pause champ. Neoquan into the air, DJ with the shot blocked by Aero. Stat, rotating back post, only 12 boost in the tank though. Neoquan does get the shot bump from JSW, catch from Risen. Aero might look for a bump at the other end, it's just pure counter-attacking right now. Finally some midfield really play with a bit of a setup. Yeah, it did look like a counter-attack had come through.
I saw all 3 players on that near post and got very lost. I was like, well, row gold, you have like 3/4 of your net open, and then the bump came through, the shot was a bit weak, and it was all fine. But row gold definitely letting in a few gaps, maybe letting that friendly camaraderie to get to them a little bit. I know they're a side which has been known for some pretty spectacular bottles in the past, but not necessarily uniquely to them. Have come back previously in some pretty massive series, but not against Row Black. Not seen any huge blunders previously, other than that game in Swiss and the 4-2 in playoffs last season. But like those are the exceptions, not the rule, right?
Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with you. Bit of a loose ball there, though. But Stat is going to pick this one up, and nice little reversing play there. Doesn't have any boost over towards Risen. Surely this doesn't go in, though. DJ with a demo coming from the back line. Aero.
Triple.
Oh, he's got the flip reset as well.
Oh my god, Aero.
Triple touch with a flip reset in there for good measure. DJ couldn't get it off the backboard. Aero, the composure in front of net, and the placement to the right-hand side. DJ dropping a "This is Rocket League." That was very much peak Rocket League from Roehampton Gold.
That is not Rocket League. That is Roehampton at their finest.
Yes.
Risen, I think, looking to recreate that as well there, but DJ going to prevent any Roehampton Gold showboating. Okay, that's a touch Stat. That was a wild redirect as well. And is that trickling in? All this pressure is so hard to keep up with. Roehampton Gold seemingly just getting play after play, which is putting Roehampton Black on point. Here's another one in the box, no follow-up this time. Double commit coming through, so maybe a bit fast and loose from Roehampton Gold here. Risen, just enough to get the save there. But maybe won't be so lucky next time. And next time is coming sooner than I thought it might be. DJ with an open shot there, almost finding the double tap.
It's a very, very open game right now. Like, all 6 of these players are super mechanical, but crucial. Please don't go in.
No, it's bouncing. Oh no, DJ, he didn't pursue it.
Okay. I'll finish my point, but this goal just completely obliterates it anyway. I was saying all 6 of these players are super mechanical, super consistent, and are just all, like, they're on the same wavelength. Like, it is crazy to see the level that these guys operate at. Like, I'm used to playing in GC, and I think of that as quite a high level of Rocket League. And then you come and watch these guys, and, like, the bar just gets higher. And, like, you talk about pros as well. The pros are just that bit. The skill ceiling at the moment for Rocket League is ridiculous.
Well, we'll see what the ceiling is here for Risen on no boost. It's not an awful lot, but that ball is going to trickle out to Aero. Forcing it now off the backboard, bouncing up and around. Stat dropping it down. Risen diving in. Maybe going to find a follow-up 50 here to keep it in the mixer. Beats out Neoquan, but again, no Roehampton Gold player there to finish the job off. Eventually, they're going to win this game regardless if Roehampton Black can't put one on the back of the net. But the offense, I think, the weaker point of this side right now, much unlike Roehampton Black, who we've seen have been putting up massive offensive and counter-attacking plays to secure them goals where they needed them.
It's a nice dunk from Neoquan, though, and it's going to invite some pressure from Row Black, which is going to be much needed as 30 seconds left on the clock. Row Gold with a 1-goal lead. Here comes Aero once again all by himself. Nice little catch there. DJ into the air. Bit of an overcommit here from Row Gold. Player demoed as well. JSW cross court. And it's in from JSW.
It's happening again.
2-1 in the series right now.
Again.
2-1 in the series right now. Could be 2-2.
It is. I should not let my head drop so quickly. But it is disconcerting to see Roehampton Gold, who I mentioned not long ago were more defensively oriented than Roehampton Esports, like, get completely caught out by Row Black. That was just like a bet. It wasn't even a good goal. It just went over everyone's heads. and that was exactly enough to beat them. So if like you say, Freecant's coaching, probably gonna have a stern word with them after this game about that one, and that was going in the back of the net as well.
It's 2-2. I was just about to start a big old speech saying this feels like a turning point in the series. This feels like the pivotal moment. That would have been 3-1 for Roehampton Esports Gold. Instead, it is 2-2. Roehampton Black against the run of play. You have to say, Roehampton Gold just looked better and better. But somehow, Roehampton Black managed to take it to an overtime, and it only took 7 seconds. My prediction's still alive here, you know?
It is. Oddly,
4-2 either way.
I don't see a way for Roehampton Gold to... I mean, like, they're playing well. I don't think they're playing badly. Sure, they have some areas where they need to make corrections, but they're mistakes. They're not fundamental areas where Roehampton Black are bringing them down. Roehampton Black, I don't think really need to change much at all either. No. So yeah.
I think both teams
I think if they're going to take it, it'll be game 7. I don't see them taking the next 2 on the bounce. But I do think your prediction stands a little more likely than it did 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, like it seems like such an equal match.
Oh my god, that's it as well.
Drops one in. No backboard
defense. It's the fall of a dynasty
for Roe Gold. DJ sends it to the heavens. Risen can't make the touch, gets the angle as well. They've scored 3 goals now within, what, 5, 7, 12, 20 seconds? 32 seconds. 3 goals from Roe Black, unanswered.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Never mind.
It so could have been as well. I think this might be the comeback, though. A bump here isn't going to come through. In fact, this might be a counter-attacking opportunity, as long as Neocon can beat out... Well, Neocon can't beat out Aero, so there's that point null. But, you know, if they got that through, that was an open net as well. That would have been Roehampton Black 2 goals up, looking very comfortably in control of the game. At that point, I want to say they go match point. But again, it's Roehampton Gold that... Oh my god, that... But if they kept it in the mixer, my point would have stood. But they're being a little funky with it right now. Risen getting this into the corner. Stat. That's a good centre, but JSW is going to get to it first. Trying to slow things down a bit here, I think, of Roehampton Black. Trying to draw Roe Gold in. We know their counter-attacks have been so strong, and a 50 there would have been huge. DJ now off the corner. Defenders are back at that point. You've got to be so speedy if you're going to try and catch them off guard. We saw they managed to do it at the end of the last game. I mean, honestly, that's where that burst of 3 goals came from, right? It was Roehampton Gold just being completely unaware of the situation, not adapting to it quickly enough, and then being put in the back, being put in the back of the net. The Aero is going to try and bring this one under control with an air dribble. This one tricking around. Risen looking to turn it in, but DJ's going to get to it first. Roehampton Black. It's not the most convincing of leads, but if they keep getting clears like that, they can surely hold it for a long while.
Oh, that's a nice demo. Could set up Neoquan here, but Stat diving for it at the near post. Rotations breaking down slightly as Aero having to force a 50 there. You can see how starved on boost they are. They just can't get out of their own half at the moment. Neoquan, nice little play there. Looks for the bump as well. Such a fast turn of pace from Neoquan. Almost caught the defense off guard. Here is Neoquan again trying to get it centered for a teammate. GSW does get there first. Thought he'd hesitate a little bit too much, but does beat the player to the ball. Stat looking for that pinch on the ground. Left the net a little bit open, but JSW winning that challenge, pushing forwards. Just baiting in Risen here, and here comes the second player, DJ. Risen again with a beautiful touch, though. It has been 50'd onto the backboard. Aero just opting to clear, sends that one long. JSW doesn't get it over Stat, but DJ in the way. Neoquan on the backboard has some defending to do. DJ almost getting bumped there by Stat. Aero into the air. What can he do with this flip reset for Aero? Doesn't quite get it. Did get it, actually. Looked like a janky flip reset, but wasn't able to do anything with it. But time continues to bleed off the clock, Talia. And still, we see a big, fat 0 for Roehampton Esports Gold.
And I don't really see them changing it. Like, the offense has been seemingly overwhelming at times, but they can't put it in the back of the net. They're not committing to the second man. It's as though they're game managing from behind. As I say that, 2 players in the box, Stat to drop it down, JSW with the block, but Risen over the top of everyone into the top left. Speaking a little too soon there, I think, Mr. Mans.
Talk about threading the needle, though. That shot was so close. You see it just go over the top of DJ, the ghost touch as well. It must have been pixels there as the server.
I feel like they would have had an easier time if they put it bottom right, to be honest. But, in the moment, trying to find the best place to put it, maybe it just seemed like top left was the most ideal for it. And maybe a second here, Neoquan, with a weak block, but something to get it out to JSW defending that one away.
Well, this game to go on to match point, and we are just over 1 minute away from finding out as Risen. What's gone on there, buddy? Neoquan with what just looked like a tame shot. And Risen is caught out by it completely. I don't know if he missed jumps or just didn't have the boost.
The jump was there, it's just that follow-up didn't come through.
Very strange.
You could have at least double jumped to make an attempt at it, but I really don't know what happened. Just, okay, it's not going to matter, is it?
Nope. Yeah, he's made up for it.
He's back.
Fair enough.
He's back. He's angry now. He's angry because we've insulted him. Almost a miss, it has to be said. Bouncing a couple of times around the woodwork, but it does the job. And Roehampton Gold still firmly in this game and in this series with a minute left on this clock.
Anyone want to take the kickoff, guys? Not sure what happened there.
They keep doing this. Have they just? Because it won't be an agreement. It'll be something like Freecant or JSW has been telling them to do, which is just fake more kickoffs just randomly because they won't expect it. Don't save it as a strat for when. Oh, is that going in? The speed again, Risen, knowing when to take these. Apparently, is that a hat trick for the fella as well?
I think it might be, but I'm not sure what's happened in the past minute. We've gone from insanely fast, insanely precise gameplay to sloppy. It feels very sloppy.
Let's just
right
smack
now.
it as far and as hard as we can, kind of stuff.
But the defense there for Road Black just was non-existent, and that's not a tame goal to concede. That is potentially going to put them onto match point here. And elimination.
Unless DJ has something to say about it. The double tap! Oh my god, he's done it again! The Welshman!
What a mad lad. Look at that. Beat Stat to it. No hesitation. Straight down. Not even a bounce. 20 seconds left. We're all tied up again for the second game in a row.
He's the one shooting Englishman with the crossbow tonight. I get the feeling the English law reference didn't land. Am I going to have to explain that one?
Maybe later. For now, let's focus our attention on this because this is riveting stuff.
Oh, that was... I was so concerned. I can't remember who it was on Roehampton Esports Gold's defence there, but they didn't look ready to take a 50. If that one had gone in, it would have been pure heartbreak, I think, for them.
Well, the last overtime lasted all of 7 seconds, so we're past that. Risen doesn't have the boost to get back to it. DJ doesn't have a lot of boost himself. Can't go for that corner either. Look at the touch there, and it falls to Stat, and it is match point. Roehampton Esports Gold. 19 seconds. They're not a fan of long overtimes, these guys, as Aero, the deftest of touches, falls beautifully in front of net.
And yeah, I've got to say, I think Road Black actually deserved that one. I think they deserved that game.
I think they did as well.
The 2 goals, which were just, we just smack it as hard as fast as we can into the back of the net, and they didn't adjust. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they trickled in. Right. Legal reference time?
Save it for later.
You sure?
Yeah. It's 3-2. It's match point. Both our predictions are still alive.
It is.
So,
mine is. Mine is, yeah. Both of ours, I guess. I mean, yours more of the upset.
No, mine's not. No, mine.
No, yeah.
All right. Question: stick or twist? Silence. Stick. 4-2. Okay, so you think it ends here then?
I think, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't end here, I'm honestly concerned that Rogold lose this and the reset.
And the reset? You think if Rogold lose this series, they lose the reset as well and ultimately lose the grand final?
They're not looking good. They're not looking good at all.
By
I'm
reset,
not sure if it's like last season where it's an easy
series. I'm
fix.
just making sure. By reset, you mean you think they lose 2 series in a row if they lose this game?
I mean, I'm saying if they lose this game, they lose Game 7 and they lose the following series. I don't know in what manner they're losing the following series. When you ask me for a prediction in about half an hour's time, maybe I'll have an answer for you. But Rogold are looking dire. And I think it might be partly mental. And I'm not sure it's the pressure. I don't think they're putting an overwhelming amount of weight on this. I'm sure their minds are probably on UEM right now. But still seemingly, not able to clean up these supposedly easier series against their B team, no less.
What's a fake? I think first goal here is going to be crucial. Like, if Rogold can get the first goal and, as you say, get their mental set, get the confidence boost that they need, I think they take it. But if Ro Black score an absolute stunner, I mean, DJ's been scoring double taps like it's nothing. That happens. Stat looking for the sidewall reads. None of them coming through so far. Aero, though, with the follow-up. Here's Risen looking for that corner.
That's a big
Stat
bump.
with the shot off the post. Risen thought he was going to go backboard there, but DJ with a nice little block. And increasingly, it's looking desperate for the defense of Roehampton Black. JSW with the 50, though, and they do manage to get a little bit of a breakaway here. Low Aero into the air, and what can he do with it? Gets the ceiling reset, but it was soft enough that he couldn't quite jump back down and get back to that ball. We're almost halfway gone, and that one's just gone in.
Huh?
2 minutes of astounding
plenty
gameplay.
of time, but like you said it before, first goal means an awful lot here.
Yeah.
Rogold took almost the entire game, I think, last time to bring it back to a position where they were in the lead. And there's not as much time on the clock this time around. Risen.
That's on.
I tell you what, it was not a bad attempt, but
that
was always being saved, I think. Stat with a potential full-up, but it's tipped over his little head. There's a distinct lack of lethality in these shots, and that's another one in. That's Roehampton Black with a 2-goal lead, and we've seen some 2-goal leads go the other way before. But even so, that's a very disappointing touch to concede to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, given how
basically just forward rolling into it.
Yeah, given how good all 6 of these players are and the quality that we've seen so far this series, those are 2 pretty crap goals that we've seen go in for Roehampton Esports Black. And I would say very soft ones as well, because, SSLs we're talking about here. Full SSL team on both sides. It's difficult to score, at least it should be, and the goals have just looked a little bit too easy. Aero does get up to that one, thankfully. But in this game, at least, they have given themselves quite the mountain to climb, as JSW fully trusting his abilities there.
Aero looking for a touch out to Stat here. Is it going to be in field? It's not going to go anywhere. Neoquan with a lovely stop there to make sure that play doesn't continue. And it was looking dangerous as well. Perhaps the most dangerous open ball Roehampton Gold have had. And even though it's from the halfway line, I'd still say there's a decent chance of scoring that. DJ, though, gets a touch on goal. I'm not sure if Risen was bumped or if Neoquan was just scaring the guy off, but it was almost in the goal again. And now time pressure is going to start hitting as well. 80 seconds. Roehampton Gold with this offense should be trying the hardest to get a goal. They're now very awkward on defense. They've been flying up and around. Risen able to get a touch. Tackled by Aero. I think this is an open goal now. No, I see Neoquan on the back line there. Both these teams looking a little sketchy. They know what's up here. They know the bracket reset's a possibility once again. Rogold really, I guess, just looking for consolation goals at this point. they can get one. That's a nice mentality reset going into Game 7. They so direly need it. They don't want the that disappointing JSW goal to be the last thing on their mind. From before, Aero and Stat double committing on this one, though. The communication may be breaking down a bit here for Ecant, needing to rein them in a little bit over the pause here. Stat now off the sidewall. Second touch, surely, to the backboard. Blocked out by JSW, though. Honestly, been pretty strong defensively, I think, throughout these series. Was not on the A team for no reason last season. And it's going to be seemingly enough to force Game 7 here. 10 seconds on the clock. Ball bouncing off the corner. A quick shot coming in is going to find the back of the net. 7 seconds now. What are we thinking?
We're thinking that it could go either way here. Like, we've seen last gasp comebacks from mainly Roblack. And I mean, I was going to say that Roblack had shut out Rogold in this game for the first game in the series. That is not the case with that last second goal. But are they going to be able to claw this one back? Aero does keep it up. Stat onto the backboard.
No
JSW surely gets there, and he does. And Roblack forcing a Game 7 here. I mean, we knew it would be close. I predicted the win in the series, and now we are one game away from a potential bracket reset. I can't call it. Genuinely can't call it.
I mean, I kind of have to stick with what I said before. I think Roblack take Game 7 here. Rogold have been looking sloppier and sloppier as the series has gone on, and Roehampton.
Do you think? Let me put this to you. Do you think that that is not intentional, shall we say, but that they are playing intentionally a certain way, i.e., going for the flashy plays, going for the mechanics, maybe not rotating as much as they should or conserving boosts as much as they should? Because that was kind of the story that I was told happened in the last grand final, because while I was watching it, I was kind of unaware. I was just thinking that Roblack were playing out of their minds. But then after that second series in the 4-0, it was like, okay, maybe Rogold weren't playing at their maximum operating potential. Do you think we're seeing that here, or do you think this is genuinely both teams at their peak?
Thing is, I think Rogold came out all guns blazing. I don't think they have been these last few games. I think they can definitely improve going into Game 7. And I don't think Roblack has been playing at the same level they were at the start of the series either. The fatigue, I think justifiably so, setting in. They've been at it for about 2 hours now. But Rogold still need to find that. That's a strong start from Stat, and I think a continuation of his play could see them with some decent potential here. But Roblack, kind of need the first goal again. I think if they're going to take this, right? That's the other point here. It's like most of the games they've won, they've opened it with the lead. They've not, come back late, with the exception of that one time where they scored like basically on the buzzer, and then within the first 8 seconds of OT to tie up that game, or not even tie up the game, just to wrap it up. But they're not going to do that again. They're not going to come from behind again if Rogold are going to say anything about it. And Rogold very almost secured the lead there. This ball now on the back line. That demo should open up Aero on the back line. DJ now off the back. Neoquan going up. It's still in the box. Aero with a weak touch. Read by JSW. It's almost over the top of Aero there on the follow-up. But it's not going to be in just yet as Rizun taps this one away from that Rogold net.
They got very close there, about as close as you can expect to get without scoring, but that is just testament to the Rogold defense. They're looking good so far, had some good offensive opportunities, but both teams solid in the opening minute and a half. Aero gets a nice 50, but it's going to be in favor of Roblack. Punted down the other end by Rizun, who's going to chase this one. It's just ping pong at the moment. Can DJ get the touch? Not quite beaten to it by Stat. That is on target though from JSW, and on match point Game 7 it is Roehampton Black with the lead. What happened here? Just beats Aero to it. He was a little bit slow and a little bit sluggish off the ground, and milliseconds matter in these kind of games. That slight hesitation there has allowed Roblack to get that opening goal.
And it's quite cool to see, effectively the water boy relegated from the coach of relegated from the A team, relegated from being the coach of the A team, to being a substitute coach for this B team. And no, not quite. But putting Row Gold, at a deficit here in Game 7, no less. They might be about to take another series off Row Gold.
It might happen. I think it would only be the third series in history that Roehampton Black have taken away as Risen. The slow but low roller, almost catching him off guard. Bit of an overcommit here. Neoquan does beautifully to touch that to the back wall towards DJ. Gets the 50 as well. Stat 0 boost in the tank. Can't get back to it. Here is DJ over the top. It's just Risen in the back. Nicely over the top of JSW though. Neoquan over to the right-hand side. Aero with the touch. Bit of a double commit, but he's going to try and drop it down for a teammate. DJ following up, just trying to get the block and does so. Here's JSW. Row Black playing so well at the moment. Only 2 minutes left. I mean, we did see a very late comeback for Row Gold. Scored with 7 seconds left on the clock and took us to an overtime, but it was ultimately Row Black that won. That shot comes through, but it's not quite good enough. Aero takes it away from Risen, and DJ into the air, buys his team some time. They all regroup, grab some boost. Risen onto the backboard looking for that double, but DJ blocks it away. Relentless pressure coming through for Row Gold, but is it enough? Neoquan flip reset, can't get back to it. 1 minute 30 left on the clock.
That double commit was looking a little dangerous, but it might be enough here. Stat finishing it off there. The play looking a little sketch initially, but Aero with the tap out. DJ not able to get a decent defensive touch. And it's the counter-attack. It's almost a reverse of those first going to the series, right? So before it was like, oh, Row Black, they're being pressured all the time, but eventually, they get out, they score these magnificent flip reset, any number of backboard taps, goals. They're not about to get another. Oh god, that double commit.
Wait,
if they lose the series off the back of that, because that so could have been a goal, right?
I know. You said about the double commit, but then all of the Roehampton goal players missed it, and Neoquan was just sat there with an open net. So it's definitely a bit shakier now, isn't it? Like, it feels a bit more cagey. There's two opponents, but they're just a bit scared to hit each other and really put some damage on. Aero just has enough boost to get back to that, but you're seeing as well Roehampton Gold are not linking up as well. They're just a bit more hit and hope. They're giving away possession more. Aero comes downfield with this one. Neoquan is in a bit of an awkward spot, and it's in from Stat. Could be the series and the championship for Stat there. 2-1, and they have come from behind and scored 2, and it's going to have to be a last gasp equaliser for Row Black to stay alive.
And it's a magical assist from Aero as well. Get it under 1, pick it up from the sidewall. Typically the hardest place to generate any offense from. Nah, not with 3 back, surely not. And then, getting it off that side while scraping it around another opponent to set up Stat on the far post there, and it's exactly what they needed. Now with 20 seconds, Row Black, it's really do or die. They're looking to do it as fast as they can. Neoquan now with the doink to upset one player. Can't get a follow-up touch, but maybe faking out Stat allows the ball to spill out a bit, but it's not enough. Low time, Neoquan with a pop over. Stat with a tap out. DJ needing a touch, but Risen is going to be first to that ball, and it's going to die. Roehampton Gold are your University Esports UK and I Rocket League champions.
What a series to do it, though. Swept out of that upper bracket. 4-0 were Row Black. They made it all the way back here and took them all the way to a Game 7. Great series between the two Roehampton sides, but ultimately, yes, Roehampton Gold once again victorious in UK University Rocket League.
We're going to be back after this break with an interview from... well, I don't know. I don't really know at all who just Risen Gold now. Risen, cool. So we'll.
But it will likely be all of them.
We'll see that in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
snakes, and this snake will end it here for double kill going to Kyrie on the back of this fight. Cancels fast forward, continuing.
Welcome back, everyone, and to close out tonight, and to close out the Newell, we are joined by Stat of Roehampton Esports Gold, victorious for what feels like it's the second split in a row, right? But you guys just win everything now. How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling good. I mean, it's my first time winning, so I'm feeling great. But it's their second time winning, yeah, for the other two lads. But it's really good. I just wanted to say, how are you guys? Yep, they're here being weird. So yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, there they are. There's the winners.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Now I know you just told me that in the green room. You had some technical issues which slightly impacted on your performance as a team during that game.
Yeah, no. So Risen's controller's broken. So one minute he's peeking, next minute he's going, "My controller!" as he like backflips or like can't even double jump.
What is
or
actually
something.
broken? Is it like
I don't know. I think it's
a case of like sticky button.
So I think coming up to the the lovely arena that the uni provide us and stuff like that, which is a shout out to them. But I think he just broke his wire coming up here because it's fine in scrims, and then he comes up here and it's broken all of a sudden. I don't know. This guy, he breaks everything. He's got strong hands, I guess.
Just the anger and frustration of playing breaks his own controller mid-game.
He does play proper aggressive, so it kind of makes sense, I guess.
You said this was a
No, I'm not
first
sure.
win for
I'm not
you,
sure how
though.
much the stream heard of that answer actually.
Did they not?
I
we
don't
have
know.
audio issues.
But possibly, yeah.
Oh
no,
no!
I'll paraphrase. I'll paraphrase for stream's benefit.
Okay.
Risen's controller was broken. We don't know what. I suspect it was a wire. But he was spending most of his time whinging about it being broken.
Yeah,
during the
pretty
series,
much.
And that was their problem.
He was he changed PCs and stuff as well. So originally he was blaming the PC, but no, it's his equipment. So what can you do?
I guess we can talk about the series a little bit more, though, right? It was
Yeah.
4-3. Now, in the upper bracket, you swept those guys. It was 4-0.
Yeah.
Were they making you a little bit hot under the collar there, or were you just kind of relaxed about it? Because I know last season, I casted the final last season, which you mustn't have played in, but
No.
they won that bracket reset.
Yeah.
Nobody expected them to. So, what changed this time?
Well, at least for them, like they have two very good players that I rate highly. I rate Neo and Luke very high, and Jacob's solid. Like Jacob performing coming in, or JSW, sorry, it was really really good because we're used to playing Dylan, but Dylan isn't here anymore. So Jacob being subbed in has been huge for them, I think, and it's just helped them out a ton. But I think they have so much pop-off potential. I think we rate them very highly, maybe too much, which hinders us. I mean, probably, but it's just like friendship buff, maybe. I don't know. They know how we play really well. We speak to them every single day, sort of thing. So they kind of may know how to counter us as well. I'd have to look back at it, but there's a lot of things that go into it, I think.
Very nice.
I've just
Very
heard
nice.
Jacob say that he's just got out of 1600. Sorry.
That's poor. That's poor from him. Knowing his heights as well. Obviously, a lot of high praise for your teammates and your opposition there. Did you have much of a chance to watch the Birmingham series before? What was the team environment in the lead up to your series?
We were warm-up scrimming, but Era did have it on his phone, so we were watching it, and like we want first and second and things with all the teams. So for us, having both of us there in the finals is what we want, sort of thing. So we were wanting them to win, like Risen was saying every time they scored in the call and stuff. So we don't want them to lose ever. Although playing against them is worse for us, we still want to play them, sort of thing, in the finals.
That's good. That's good. And obviously, it's definitely not a normal team dynamic to have both teams playing at the same time in the same room, compared to other universities which are lucky to have one team in the playoffs most of the time. Has that changed how you approach some of your playoffs matches, either against Rogue Black or against some of these other teams where you've got another team in the room with you?
Yeah, like when we play them, we're actually not allowed in that. We don't play in the same room. So we got like a room behind me there where the ping pong table is and stuff, and then there's a room in there that they play, and we have to like shut it off. Usually we play in the same room, but in playoffs and stuff, we put ourselves in different rooms because for a multitude of things. Usually, I think last season, I mean, I'm very loud when I play. I'm also quite vocal, so when I play, I'm screaming, like I want to hype everyone up, sort of thing. And obviously, when the other team are right next to you, it's a bit like it could get in their head, and we don't want that. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult at times because you have to be respectful. You don't want to obviously like trash talk anyone because they're your mates, sort of thing. And one thing for us, we really do like to trash talk other teams and hype each other up. So it's a bit of a weird thing to get around. Like you say, most teams have one team in playoffs, so it's a very weird environment. I've never really been in an environment like it, but it's also like a really positive environment as well. Like, I mean, they've just lost and they're playing ping pong against each other, which is insane. So, yeah.
Would you have played ping pong if you'd lost?
Probably not. No, I would have stormed out the room, got to it, ran.
That would have been 2 broken controllers then.
No, I don't break controllers. Just maybe my cranium or something.
Yeah, no.
I swear, it's any time I'm remotely involved in some sort of stream that something goes to pot.
Is my mic still not working?
No, your mic's fine. I can
Okay.
hear you at least.
Nice.
No. Right. Unfortunately, we've kind of been told to bring this to a close, though. So, did you have any messages you wanted to send? Obviously, UEM's coming up. European competition hasn't been so dense lately, so maybe you want to send a message out to those foreign teams.
Yeah, I mean, we're confident against anyone, sort of thing. I mean, we played together for RLCS and stuff like that, and I would like to just give a massive shout out to our coach Freekan because he has transcended us into a really, really good team. I couldn't thank him enough. The amount I've learned through that, and he does it all for free. And Jacob's stuff as well when he is coaching, although he hasn't recently because he's had to play. He's been amazing as well. So it's just all of that, and also just a massive shout out to the uni for bringing us here and sort of thing, and sort of giving us the incentive to play.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah.
Yes,
And
thank you for
guys.
joining us. That's some great insight on the shared room situation as well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't really have much else to say. I've been Leah, and Dan, you got some final words to say?
Well, yeah, just a congratulations to Roehampton again. Another dominant season, another dominant performance in the grand finals. They cut it close, and it could have gone either way, but they held their nerve and ultimately come out as champions. Still got NSE playoffs to go as well, which I believe you guys are in the grand final of as well. Like, why wouldn't you be? Yeah, there you go.
I think we're gone now. Unlucky. It's just us on screen.
So, well, maybe they can still hear
They're
us,
gone.
but they've got the NSE finals coming up as well, so best of luck to them there. I'm sure it will be an all Roehampton... No, it won't be an all Roehampton matchup because Roehampton Black are out. So, Roehampton Gold in the grand finals, but that's all she wrote for tonight. And it was an absolute banger of a grand final to conclude this split of the Newell. I'm sure there'll be plenty of summer activities, and there's plenty of other esports being streamed as well. Grand finals going on all this week. And we will see you officially back in winter next year.